Seeing those numbers, there is no doubt that Maine's adult use cannabis industry is firing on all cylinders, taking in big bucks.
But before it was legal to sell recreational pot products, there was the medical marijuana industry, which has struggled in recent years. In fact, it suffered a net loss of some 800 caregivers dispensing marijuana just last year. The reason, people who had prescriptions for it now find it easier to just buy it over the counter. Another reason, concerns over contamination, testing, and transparency when it comes to medical cannabis.
News Center Maine's Caroline LaCour spoke with dispensaries and policy leaders who are pushing for a cleaner product.
As a growing small business, reputation is everything.
Because people want to know that they're getting, safe, clean product.
Especially when it comes to earning your customers' trust. For Peter Ingram, founder of Maine Cannabis Exchange, that's especially true when running a medical dispensary.
My first customers were little kids that had neurological issues, and so it was imperative that we had everything tested.
He's been testing his products from the get-go, even though medical marijuana is not required to undergo testing in the state of Maine.
The reality is there's an assumption that because we're a medical cannabis store, that everything gets tested. And that's not the case for a lot of stores.
As a result, the Office of Cannabis Policy launched an investigation to find out what contaminants, if any, may be lurking in patients' marijuana.
There were concerns that those who were playing by the rules were being really outcompeted by those who were cutting corners.
After testing more than 100 samples from medical dispensaries across the state, 45% failed to meet the same safety standards that adult-use recreational marijuana must meet.
And so we test for heavy metals, we test for mold and yeast, we test for pesticides.
Most samples even failed in multiple categories. One of the testing sites used was Nova Analytic Labs out of Portland, which says cannabis as a plant can absorb substances from soil more easily than other plants.
And so without some type of regulation around it to ensure that people are doing testing, there's really no way of knowing.
And that doubt is leading to a shift away from medical marijuana to the recreational side of the industry.
Part of the reason why we're getting more customers at our adult use store might be because of the testing.
Ingram says he hopes to see other stores follow suit in testing for their customers.
Because people expect that the product they're getting in a medical establishment is going to be safe.
Staying transparent when a patient's health is on the line. In Portland, Caroline LaCour, News Center, Maine.
Now, if you are unsure about cannabis you are consuming, the Office of Cannabis Policy recommends that medical marijuana patients simply ask their dispensaries if they test.
Nova Analytics also offers free testing programs for medical marijuana patients.